Gratitude refers to an act, being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to any act of kindness. It has power to change any situation from worse to better. It opens the riches of life. It multiplies what we have into enough. It turns the denials into acceptance. It changes the chaos into order, the confusion into reality, a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. It changes common days into Thanksgiving days, routine jobs into a joyful work, ordinary opportunities into a blessing. It makes us forget the past, brings peace for today, and creates vision for tomorrow. So let us cultivate the habit of being grateful for everything good we get in life. This will make the fear and the scarcity disappear, then making peace and abundance appearing. To be grateful for someone or something in our lives actually attracts more of things we appreciate and value. Acknowledging the good things that you already have in our lives is the foundation of all abundance. Whatever you appreciate and give thanks for will always increase, because an attitude of gratitude is the beginning of great things in one's life. Those who have ability to be grateful have ability to achieve good things in their lives and get what he wants. But ungrateful one has ability to destroy what he has by focusing on what he does not have. Whenever we focus so much on what we don't have, we spoil what we have. Remember, what we have today was among the things we only hoped for. In this sense, we must be happy with what we have, because we can do more with what we have than what we hope for. We cannot begin with what we are hoping for, but with what we have. Being grateful is the first step towards achieving what we want. Therefore, gratitude is the beginning point of all great achievement. We just need to know that every step forward is a step towards achieving something big and better than the current one. As it's always hard to move the next step if we don't appreciate the current one, it's also hard to attain great achievements if we don't appreciate what we already have. Gratitude is not only the greatest of all values, but the parent to all. There is nothing honorable like being grateful. It's a great sign of a noble heart. Even 1 minute of sincere gratitude can wash away all lifetime disappointments. Being grateful can change all life disappointments into appointments. It does not only help us to be happier and less depressed, but also to feel good about ourselves and about others. When others get to know that you are grateful for their contribution, it makes them to feel good about you and about themselves. Therefore, gratitude is not a selfish act. It brings happiness to all parties involved. Thankfulness may consist merely of words, but gratitude is shown in acts. So, it is not what we say about our blessings that matters, but how we use them is the true measure of thankfulness. As we express our gratitude, we must not forget that the greatest appreciation is not the words we use, but how we live by such words. We must also stop and find time to thank people who made a difference in our lives. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it, it is the same like packing a present and not giving it to the person who deserves it. This is why it's always said that gratitude which is not expressed is a form of ingratitude. So let us be grateful to all people who made or who make a difference in our lives. As we express our gratitude, we must not forget that the highest appreciation is not the words we say, but actions that follow. In this case, gratitude is not what we say about what is given to us, but what we become. Whatever we become in life is a great sign of either gratitude or ingratitude for those who helped us. For instance, when parents pay school fees for a child and becomes a good person, it is a sign of gratitude. But when a child becomes a bad person, it is a sign of ingratitude. It's also better to appreciate things we cannot get instead of having things we cannot appreciate. The beginning point of becoming happy with what we have is to appreciate what we cannot get. In the same manner, we can never be happy with more until we become happy with the less we have. It's only being thankful to what we have, whatever small it is, that can help us to reach at the top. Gratitude is also one of the greatest signs of peace, because the person cannot hate what he appreciates. This is the reason as why the attitude of gratitude always brings satisfaction between a person and what he has, and this later brings peace. Ungratefulness always brings dissatisfaction between a person and what he has, and this cannot leave a person at peace with himself. We all know that peace increases expands, builds, unites, enlarges, broadens, and widens whatever we have. The spirit of gratitude also brings out the same qualities like those of peace. This is why gratitude will always bring peace and later attracts us more of things we appreciate and value. This is why gratitude will always bring peace and later attracts to us more of things we appreciate and value. Gratitude also adds value on what we have. A person cannot value what he does not value. Gratitude also adds value on what we have. A person cannot appreciate what he does not value, and he cannot value what he does not appreciate. This means that gratitude and value have the same meaning. In this case, whatever we appreciate increases our value, but when we appreciate what has no value, our value reduces. Therefore, our value depends on the value of the things we value in our lives. Therefore, our value depends on the things we appreciate in our lives. A person's opportunity in life also depends on what he values and appreciates. Whatever we value either increase our opportunities or destroy them. We can't create opportunities for ourselves if we value what have no value. Value attracts value. Therefore, the more we value things that have value, the more valuable we become in life. The more we appreciate things that have no value, the more our value reduces in life. Whenever we value things that have value, our opportunities increase in life. But whenever we value things that have no value, our opportunities in life reduce. Gratitude can also be taken as a force that opens our eyes to see the blessings around us. And gratitude makes a person blind. It's very hard to see opportunities. It's very hard to see opportunities around us when we have an ungrateful heart. Whenever we begin to count our blessings, our eyes open, and this helps us even to see more of things we have not been seeing. Every opportunity has many other opportunities around it, but we cannot just see those opportunities unless we appreciate the opportunity we already have. It's also true that unthankful people will always discover no mercy, but thankful one will always find blessings. Unthankful people will always find no mercy, but thankful people will always find blessings. In other words, good things will always go to people with grateful hearts, and bad things will always go to people with ungrateful ones. For instance, if you give someone a gift and does not say thank you, would you be able to give him more? Life also works in the same way. In order to attract more blessings that life has to offer, we must truly appreciate what we already have. It's not good to spoil what we have by desiring what we don't have. We just need to remember that what we have today was among the things we hoped for yesterday. Wise people don't fight for things they don't have, but they just rejoice in whatever they have, because they know that gratitude is the opener of all unlocked blessings. Some people are not happy with what they have, not knowing that happiness cannot be owned. It's just a spiritual experience we get when we live every minute with love and gratitude. So, grateful people are always happier and less depressed. Gratitude is a character of noble people. It also determines a person's spiritual growth. It's very hard to grow spiritually if you are not grateful of what you have. When we become spiritually mature, we tend to have noble hearts. It's also known that people with noble hearts are always grateful. They tend to do the best in whatever they do. It's also known that great performers are always grateful people. Such people always focus their minds upon the best, and they don't take anything for granted. And they also seek out the best from every opportunity. We also need to develop the heart of telling people who helped us that thank you. Just a word thank you is a mighty powerful prayer. Gratitude is not only the greatest value, but the mother of all. We need to express our appreciation without expecting anything in return. Real gratitude is when we express our gratefulness without expecting anything in return. Whenever we express real gratitude, we find more people to help us. It is such gratitude that makes those who help us to become our real friends. It's also good to know that it's not what we have in our pockets that makes us thankful, but what we have in our hearts. So silent gratitude, because of having empty pockets, is not of much use to anyone. In other words, being gratitude to someone and not expressing it in any form is one of the strongest signs of ingratitude. Yet whatever gratitude expressed, it does not only make a person that expresses it to grow and expand, but also brings joy and laughter into his heart and the life of those around him. We need to remember that everyone is hungry for honest appreciation. Honest appreciation comes from the heart, and whatever comes from the heart touches another heart. Therefore, our willingness to put our appreciation into words and action is very essential. Even a small gesture done with a heart of gratitude can never be undermined, because even great relationships begin with a smile from the heart. Life holds many simple and bigger blessings, but such blessings always go to grateful people. Even a small thing in life means a lot. For instance, someone may begin grumbling because roses have thorns, yet others may be thankful because thorns have roses. A person who complains that roses have thorns can never discover the true beauty of roses. But a person who is thankful because thorns have roses, he will not see the thorns but the beauty of roses, and in the end, he will be the one to enjoy the beauty of roses. A person's life begins to change when he begins to count his blessings. It is the spirit of gratitude that makes the person to focus on the opportunities he has, but not the challenges he faces. In most cases, we fail to get what we want simply because we fail to appreciate the opportunities we see, and then focuses on the problems around those opportunities. Most people worry so much of what they want. But if you haven't all the things you want, it's also good to be grateful of the things you don't have. Let us also not forget that appreciation is the worst enemy of discontentment and dissatisfaction. For instance, if you have an opportunity that you don't appreciate, the only way to benefit from such an opportunity is to develop the heart of gratitude. When a person appreciates more, he worries less. This is why it's true that gratitude changes painful memories into a peaceful joy. Furthermore, everything we do should be as a result of gratitude for what God has done for us. Therefore, we need to give cheerfully and accept gratefully. What we do for ourselves alone dies with us, but what we do for others does not only remain with them, but even touches other people's hearts around. Take a note, when we give, it's an expression of gratitude for the blessing God has given us. In most cases, people pray when we need something from God. Yet the real prayer would be when we have a lot to thank God for. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone can say. It expresses the extreme gratitude, humility, and understanding. Therefore, in a happy moment, we need to praise Him. In a difficult moment, we need to seek Him. In a quiet moment, we need to worship Him. In a painful moment, we need to trust Him. And in every moment, we need to thank Him. Therefore, we need always to thank God for what He has given us, whether asked for or not being asked for. There is always a great difference between grateful and ungrateful people. Grateful people always have a smile on their faces. Ungrateful ones always have gloomy faces. We need also to know that a smile on one's face does not mean that life is perfect, but he appreciates whatever God has blessed him with. There is always calmness on the face of a grateful person, and this latter brings a genuine smile from the heart. A grateful person will always get more things to make him smile, but an ungrateful person will always get more things that makes his face gloomy. Thank you. May God bless you so much. This is Ronald Mukasa. You can get more information from my Facebook page called Mukasa Ronnie Inspirational page, or you can email mukasa.ronald@yahoo.com.